There is a record in Major League Baseball that has stood for over 130 years, and no one wants to break it. This is the man that holds that record, Bill Holbert. He was a Major League catcher from 1876 to 1888. In his career, Bill had 2,335 at-bats and never once hit a home run, a record that stands to this day. So I want to see how difficult this is. I'm going to make a player that is 0 in every category, 0 power, 0 contact, 0 plate vision, 0 speed, 0 height, 0 money, 0 bitches. He's going to have nothing, and we're going to see if we can hit a home run. So I went straight to create a player to make the softest hitter in league history. I wanted to give him a name that on one hand sounds like he hits absolute nukes, but on the other hand sounds like he can't tie his own shoes. So I settled on Dingus Dingerson. Gave him a jersey number of 0, proudly wearing his overall rating on his back at all times. And as for birthplace, I wanted to go with the place that had the best chance to produce a true soft serve swing. Being born in the ocean, I'd like to think he's never seen nor heard of baseball whatsoever. Probably pretty hard to hit a home run if you don't even know what one is. And then on to height and weight, I went full-blown Little League MVP, 5'5", 150 pounds. But I also made him 45 years old, so I basically created the Benjamin Button of baseball. After a few more tweaks, our guy's looking like an Oblivion NPC, and he's ready to play ball. I had to put him on a team, so I picked the Giants. No reason here, they just happen to be the lucky franchise to land this stud. It does turn out I got the jersey number wrong, because as you can see here, he's actually a 1 overall, not a 0. But that may make all the difference in his home run ability, who knows. And just to reiterate how truly awful this man is, here's a look at his attributes. 0 everything, like literally everything. The man can't even bunt. All that was left to do was start a game. So I took the impressively average Joey Bart out of the game, and replaced him with our new number 1 ticket seller. And as we start, the fans are going absolutely nuts for his debut, begging to see a homer from Dingus. It was at this moment that I realized my first mistake. Dingus is a catcher. Dingus cannot catch. He drops 2 consecutive pitches, and after athletically diving to catch a loose ball, I realized my second mistake. Dingus has 0 durability. But with that injury, we have set a new Major League record. The shortest lived debut in MLB history. So, I raised his durability and restarted the game. Finally, the Sultan of Soft steps up for his first at-bat, and I draw a ball. At 5'5", my strike zone's pretty small, so it's definitely a challenge for pitchers to locate the strike zone. Next, I rip a fastball into the gap for a single. Swing location was perfect, and the ball barely managed to make it out of the infield. After that plate appearance, I just simmed through everything until he was up at bat again. I'm not here to play baseball. I'm here to hit the most unlikely home run of all time. Dingus steps into the batter's box for a second time, looking more like the assistant manager of a Radio Shack than a baseball player, and miraculously hits another fastball into the exact same spot for his second single of the day. Now, 2 for 2 in an MLB debut is a dream, but it's not our dream. I want a home run. I'm power swinging, and I'm barely making it to the grass. Barry Bonds could hit the ball further than this with a pool noodle. Third AB, another fastball, another single. I don't think the opposing team knows that I have 0 speed, otherwise they could probably have thrown me out every time I've hit the ball. But Dingus is really into it, check him out. Woo, yeah, baby! So at this point I'm starting to think I found a glitch in the Matrix. 3 for 3 in an MLB debut with all 0 stats just doesn't make sense. The Rays also have no clue what's going on, because they're bringing in a different pitcher to try and deal with this miniature anomaly, and Dingus steps up to the plate for his final AB of the game, looking like a bat boy that somehow accidentally got promoted into the starting lineup, and a strikeout. Finally a result that makes sense. But I'm not giving up that easy. I'm doubling down. It took me a while, but I went into the Giants roster and took the stats of every starter down to 0. It wouldn't let me change their names or their height and weight, but believe me, they now all play baseball about as well as 50 Cent. I also chose Coors Field because I need every advantage I can to pull off this home run. And boom, another record. We are officially the worst team to step on a field in MLB history. Now that I'm controlling an entire team of stuffed animals, instead of 4 or 5 at-bats a game, I'm getting a minimum of 3 at-bats per inning. So if you believe in math, my odds of hitting a home run just got a lot better. These guys are suspiciously good at finding gaps for hits, but they swing the bat about as fast as a broadsword, so I can't get any distance. They also have Tom Brady's speed, so an inside-the-park home run is out of the question. Then the CPU tried to break the record for the goofiest play of all time. I decided to play a little bit of defense just to see how bad we are, and they immediately hit a home run. But this was a big moment for Dingus. It was the first time he'd ever saw a home run. Up to this point, he didn't even know it was possible. So maybe now he's got a little bit of inspiration. Next, Jock Peterson. Perfect, and just as you'd expect, routine line out to center field. Right after that, I hit another absolute bomb with Slater. That goes about 200 feet, but that brings up our man. At this point, I'm convinced Dingerson could hit a fly with a fly swatter at full power, and it would only slightly alter the flight path of the fly, but he tries to prove me wrong by hitting a jack to left field. Foul. He can't believe it. He just stands there in shock. This dude looks like Hitmonlee in pants. Next swing, the ball has an exit velocity of about 400 miles an hour, and the third baseman just jumps up and snatches it like it's nothing. Hitmonlee cannot believe it. He starts walking the bases backwards. He doesn't know what to do. After that, we hit a few more long balls that really feel like a threat at first until you remember the whole zero power thing, including one from our boy Dingus. And then the CPU decides to rip our heart out again with another ridiculous catch, this time from the second baseman. And then Brandon Crawford steps to the plate. Crushed. And he pimps it. With one soft swing of the bat, this one overall player confirms. Bill Holbert is the GOAT of no distance. It may have been the height, it may have been the sunglasses, I don't know. But it's possible. A one overall player can hit a home run in MLB The Show. The replay shows an exit velocity of 93 miles an hour, which is about as soft as you can possibly hit a ball over the fence, but hey, he did it. Bravo. Bill, your record may stand for another 100 years.